Yeah. You see it? You see it? Yeah. Oh, look at that. No sharp edge. It's up. Say my name, say my name. No one is around you. Say, baby, I love you. Say my name, say my name. You act kind of shady. Ain't calling me baby. Why the sudden change? Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe because you're gonna love it here, period. Today I am giving my girls something that has been highly requested. The girls have been pounding me down for this, and I'm just so happy to be able to sit still and finally give y'all this makeup tutorial. Promise y'all this will be super fast and easy. By the way, get into these lashes. Oh my god, like Breeze Beauty Lab, yeah, get into it. She did that, period. So today I'm gonna make this as easy and simple as possible. Literally, this is my everyday, well, not everyday, but this is my signature makeup routine. All the products that I use for it will be listed in the description box. Also, if you don't follow me on Instagram, go follow me at JuiceGal. And if you do know that I posted that I would be filming my makeup tutorial this week, and I asked you guys to ask me some questions about myself so that I can answer them in this video. However, I couldn't multitask. Your girl cannot multitask for it. And I really wanted to do the question and the answers so that you guys could, you know, once we can have something to chat about, and two, you guys can get to know me. But that didn't work out, so we are gonna save that for another video. I promise y'all I will give it to y'all, but just not in this video, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm over here trying to blend and tell y'all exactly how to do things, and I'm over here trying to continue the story, and this wasn't working out. I promise y'all I'll give y'all that though. We're gonna get into it because it's 2023, and how don't you know how to do your own makeup? Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Got y'all. We're gonna get right into it. Just a disclaimer, I am a normal to oily skin girl. So if you are a dry skin girl, I'm not saying that this video isn't for you, but you might have to tweak certain products, because some products that I use are more on the matte side because I like a matte finish, because I do have a normal to oily skin. Other than that, these techniques will help you, anybody, learn how to do their own makeup. Let's get into it. Enough of the chatting. And I'm going to start with my brows. Well, my eyebrows are microbladed for the most part, but I still usually like just go ahead and fill them in with a Benefit eyebrow pencil. I was literally gonna do this off of camera because that's how much I really barely touch my eyebrows, but I'll just show you guys what I do. I'm pretty much just gonna start to underline from the front, bring it down to the tail. My tail is pretty much already defined, and then I brush them down and I go over it. I'm using the shade dark brown in this pencil because my hair is jet black and my eyebrows are pretty much dark brown. So I've done my little, you know, touch up. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other one. I pretty much just define it a little more with this pencil. I'm gonna use Too Faced concealer, Born This Way, in the shade Cream Puff, just to outline my brows to give it that sharp, you know, effect. Okay, so I'm gonna be using Huda Beauty Conceal and Shape Brush. I love this brush so much. It literally gets the job done. I've been using this for years. I have not found another concealer brush like it. Pretty much just go around my brow area with it. Then I'm just gonna bring it more down into my eyelid. If you're a girl like me who has a whole bunch of veins in your eyelid, this is pretty much why I bring it. This is pretty much why I just drag it all the way down, just to give me that coverage over my eyelid. I'm gonna go ahead and put some at the top. Not too much. I know it looks really light right now, but we're gonna go over it with the excess foundation that we have on our beauty blenders. So just gonna outline that. And I'll do the same to the other brows. So this eyebrows concealed already. You guys see that? Oh, by the way, lashes are Breathe Beauty Lab. Do not play with that girl. She gets the job done. Okay? I'm gonna do the other eyebrow off camera, so. Brows are done. Now I'm gonna get started on preparation for the full face. Okay, so I usually use Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream just as like a base for a flawless application. I do have normal to oily skin, but it really depends on the weather, if it makes sense. So I just use this cream in my in the dry areas of my face. Usually my oily area is my T-zone, so here under my eyes, well right here really. I just moisturize where it needs to be moisturized, and everywhere else I use a mattifying primer. So today I'm using Milk Mattifying Primer. So I'm just gonna put this in my T-zone. So that's that for the primer. Next we're gonna get into foundation. So whether you use a beauty blender, whether you use a brush, whatever it is, if you're going to use a beauty blender, you have to make sure your beauty blender is wet. Okay, we're not using dry beauty blenders. We're not doing that. I don't know, it was a trend a while ago, but that was not tea at all. Like, I don't know who told you how to do that. Like, that was not it. So today I'm using a beauty blender sponge. I wetted it already. I'm just gonna wet it one more time because it got a little dry. And today for foundation, I am using NARS Soft Matte Complete Foundation. I'm using shade Stromboli in medium 3. If you're anything like me, I don't know why my face is lighter than my body. I don't know if you guys can see, but my face is lighter than my body, so whatever foundation I use is going to be darker than my actual skin color, so it can match the rest of my body, because I'm not going outside looking like Custard. I'm not doing that. I literally use probably like a pea-sized amount of that, and it's pretty much covers my entire face. So I'm just gonna put it in the areas that I need it. I usually put it over any little marks I have first, and then just use the excess for elsewhere. I hope this light isn't too bright for this, because between me and y'all, this is the second makeup tutorial that I'm filming for you guys. So I really hope y'all enjoy this, because your girl is tired, okay? And this is like my first makeup tutorial, so I'm not an expertise with the light situation, you feel me? I didn't know if I was supposed to use my vanity light or an extra ring light, so I just used both, and I just put them at like what I hope to be a decent amount of light. I was gonna use like natural light, but it was looking too bright, like between this light and then the natural light coming outside, because my room has like a lot of natural sunlight from outside. So I start to blend. I'm gonna work my way up towards my cheeks. Any little dark spots that I may have, I'll cover those spots first, just so that I have, you know, that full coverage in the areas that I need it. You're gonna make sure when you get by your nose area, you really get into like the creases of your nose, because nobody wants a creasy application. So I really only use one foundation, but I feel like as the summer starts to progress, I'm gonna have to start mixing it with a darker shade, because this one right now that I'm using, Stromboli, it's really good. It pretty much covers me throughout like the winter when I get like my pale color and stuff. But I have a little tan from Jamaica. By the way, guys, I'm dropping that vlog still. I had some technical difficulties with my hard drive, but I got that situated, so we gonna be all right. If it looks super light right now, I promise y'all I'm gonna bring it back with bronzer. Next, we're gonna go in with our concealer. We're gonna conceal under eyes, on top cupid's bow, along the bridge of your nose, and chin. So I'm using NARS concealer in the shade medium 1 Custard. So I'm gonna go under my eyes. And if you're anything like me and really like to snatch your nose with the contour, I'm gonna show you guys a little trick. I really don't like to use too much makeup because I really don't like that cakey look. I'm gonna let this concealer sit for probably about a minute, just so it can dry and I can get that full coverage that I want under my eye. I'm gonna use my beauty blender to blend everything. I want to blend it as soon as I apply it, and then it's not enough coverage for me. So I like to let it sit there for like about a minute. I'm gonna use my fan. That's done drying. I'm gonna spray my beauty blender one more time with some spray. Make sure it's nice and moist, and we're gonna start from the chin up. Make sure you blend out those edges, whether you're using a brush or a beauty blender. Me personally, I like beauty blenders because my skin tends to be really oily, and I feel like brushes just carry like excess oil from like the makeup and stuff. Not only that, I just feel like a beauty blender is better. Like you literally wash it after every use, and yeah, I just like it better. Next, I'm going to use Born This Way Too Faced Concealer in Cream Puff again. This is the same concealer that I used under my brows. I'm gonna use it just in the inner corner of my under eye, just to give it that brightening effect. If you like that bright under eye effect like myself, you can just, you know, add a few little drops to the under eye. Let that dry. Now that that's all dry, I'm going to take my beauty blender again and I'm going to blend this out. Blend it out really softly, just to make sure that it sits and stays where it's supposed to be. So that blends it out pretty nicely. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I got my color on today. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great, and I'm just so happy to finally be able to sit down and give y'all this tutorial. Like, this has been my most requested video, and I'm finally able to really sit down in one place and give it to y'all. Like, it's lit. My girls who don't know how to do y'all makeup, after this video, it's up. What are we getting into now? We're getting into contour. Favorite is the Huda Beauty contour stick. I use the shade Brown Sugar. I've been using this for years and I really haven't found another contour like this. Like, I want to bought the Anastasia cream bronzer. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm gonna give it a try. I don't want to start using like new stuff. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to pretty much just here are the bridge of our nose. Me personally, I'm an extra with the nose contour, so I'm gonna go a little harder with that. And then we're gonna do like probably like 3 or 2 dots on our forehead just to give us that. We're gonna go ahead and start with our jawline. Just a few dots, a little bit goes a long way. And we're gonna go over it with another bronzer anyways. So I'm gonna put like 2 or 3 little dots on my bridge. I don't wanna go too hard. Y'all, I'm giving my whole self a facelift right now. Y'all really about to see like. Okay, so now I'm gonna use Sephora sculpting brush. What number is this? 99. I love this sculpting brush. It literally blends out so well. Look at that. So well. Tooty. Yeah. Look at that. No sharp edges and nothing. What's tea? What's goody? Alright, so I'm going to do the other side. You see it? You see it? Yeah! Bring that forehead contour down. And lastly, we are going to blend out our nose contour. So, for our nose contour, I'm using the Morphe. It doesn't have a number on it, but I literally got these like miniature brushes like in a travel size set. And I'm gonna use this brush to blend out my cream contour on my nose. Okay, nice blend. Look how nice that's blending out. Like, what? Just smooth that out. Bring it down to the edges of our nose. And yeah, so we have all of our cream contour blended out. It's giving smooth. It's giving she knows how to blend. It's giving, make sure you blend correctly, please. If your nose contour is too sharp, just go back with your beauty blender, the side that you concealed under your eyes with, blend it out a bit. Okay, so we're all blended out. Now I'm going to bake. So I use the Mercier Ultra Blur Powder. I use this for my chin, my forehead, and above my lip, where any creases are pretty much. I just use this, or any like scars. I have like a little scar on my chin. I don't know if you guys can see, but it pretty much really just blurs out any little scar, whatever. It blends it out. And I'm gonna use one side. I just started using this not too long ago. I really like this. I'm gonna use this under my eyes, and I'm going to apply it with this little spongy thing. I got these from Amazon, like 12-pack for like $4. I usually use my beauty blender, but I've been liking how this sets my makeup. So I'm gonna zoom in for you guys, just so you guys could pretty much see how I do the baking by my nose area and my under eye, because this is a very important part. Just blow any excess off, just so I don't look too. So I go along the bridge of my nose first, go back in for some more, and then I just press it in to my concealer. Go ahead and do the other side. Blow any excess off. Bridge. And then the rest. You want to make sure that you're like pressing it in. I don't really let it sit for too long. Now, if you're a dry girl, you probably don't even have to do this. But me, I'm an oily girl, so I got a heavy bake. Okay, so I did my under eye part. Now I'm gonna go in with the Mercier Ultra Blur Powder on my chin, my upper lip, and my forehead. So a little bit goes a long way, clearly. Blow any excess off. I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna go back in with the one size powder just under my contour, just so it can give me that look that I want. Okay, so I set that. Now I'm gonna go in with a bronzer just to give me that extra contoury bronzy look. I'm using today the Charlotte Tilbury bronzing palette. This is that splat, okay? This is that splat, period. I'm using the shade 3 in 10. I'm gonna go back in with my sculpting brush, or maybe I should use this. Stick with you now. All right, the same sculpting brush that I used before to blend out my cream contour. I'm just gonna blend that in. So I bronzed out. I've added some bronzer to like the frame on my face. Now I'm gonna go in and add some to the bridge of my nose, just because, like I said, I like that extra snatch nose look. And I'm just gonna lightly go along the bridge of my nose, and I'm gonna bring that up into my eyebrow area as well. By the way, this is the Sephora Pro Crease number 26. It's great for blending. Yes, give it a snatch. Yeah. Let's get back. Just came back from Turkey. Hey. So, if you don't really care about contouring your nose like this, you could just keep it simple, you know, bake, conceal, add a little bit of contour. But me, I'm going all out about this nose. If you want to like blend out the edges, you're gonna go back with your little, with your whatever you set your under eye with, and just go along the edges of the line that you just contoured. So I'm just kind of blending that edge out, just so it doesn't look too sharp, but I still want that snatched effect. I'm gonna go ahead and brush my bake off now with the Huda Beauty. I don't know what the name of this brush off. The word is literally rubbed off, but I know it's Huda Beauty. I use this as a, I use this side to wipe my bake off, and I don't really use this side. By the way, y'all, Charlotte Tilbury products pretty much has me in a chokehold. Like, I literally walked inside Sephora and I had a motherfucking ball in that section. I really like her products, and she needs to sponsor me because I literally spent like a lot of money in her section. Where's the boosters at? Like, on a serious note, where's the boosters? Because your girl walked in Sephora for 4 things and I left out with like $1,000 worth of stuff. Like, that's really just crazy to me. What are we doing now? I'll be doing my makeup sometimes and I just be like, what's the next step? Next step will be set. So I'm gonna set with this One Size On Till Dawn mattifying setting spray. I'm gonna set with 2 setting sprays. So this is gonna be the first. But do you see how that spray just like instantly sets on my face? Like it literally sets it like instantly, like literally. I'm gonna go ahead and spray with this Urban Decay setting spray. It's the all-nighter ultra. This will keep your makeup on all motherfucking night, okay? Okay, so I'm all set. It's giving flawless finish. So now I am going to use just an eyeshadow palette just to give my eyelids a little color. So obsessed with my lashes. I'm so over the long lash phase. Like I literally had a phase where I was doing those spider lashes. I use this Morphe travel. It's another one of my travel brushes. I'm gonna use this little Morphe. So I'm just gonna apply it above my, like right on my little crease right there. I use this Juvia's palettes just to give my eyelids some color, that bronzy look. I use these 2 shades. This palette's too cute. So now I'm gonna go ahead and highlight. I'm kind of over a highlight, but you can't go wrong with it, so fuck it. I'm using Goldgasm Charlotte Tilbury Easy Highlighter. So this is a liquid highlighter. You literally just squeeze it and just like dab it wherever you want it. So I just put it right here. I add some to the tip of my nose. I'm gonna add some here to my bridge, and I'm gonna add some to my brow bone. A Real Techniques brush. I think this is 402. I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that out. Okay, it's given. I'm gonna take some at this and put it on this brush and just apply some to the bridge of my nose. Now that I'm all done with highlight, I am going to use Anastasia clear brow gel just to kind of keep my eyebrows in place because they like to tussle. These things have a mind of their own. Once I'm done with that, I'm just gonna blend out my nose a little more. Look at that. So once the nose is blended and everything is blended well, I'm gonna go into the lip. If you guys watched my very first vlog, you would know what happened to my top lip. It healed pretty well. If you know, you know. So I'll be using One Size liner, lip liner in the shade Rent Dew. And then I'll be using this NYX Butter Gloss as a little base in the shade, what color is this? Fortune Cookie. And then I'll be using Fenty Gloss just for the top as a last application. So me personally, I always overline my lips. My lips are pretty much full for the most part, but I just like to overline them. Like I just like how it looks. Like it gives me that Bratz doll effect. So once I'm done lining, I'm gonna go ahead and use my NYX Fortune Cookie Gloss Apply it to like the middle. Blend that in. A little more. So it gives me that more pigmented base that I like. And then this is Fenty. This Fenty gloss is called Sweet Mouth. It's like a nude kind of clear, but it goes on like a clear kind of. Okay, so that's the lip combo. Period. That's what I've been waiting for. And then I go back and line it a little more, just because I'm extra. What is giving, y'all? It's giving flawless. It's giving beat. It's giving smooth. Yeah. And then I'm gonna spray one more time just so it could give me that smooth finishing look. Okay, so this is the finished product. What do you guys think? Pretty easy. This is my completed makeup look. I wouldn't say this is an everyday makeup look of mine, but it is my signature glam. I do want to give you guys, because I do have a natural look that I do like on an everyday kind of tip, but this is definitely more of going out, you know, taking pictures. Do I do this look on vacation? Sometimes I do. It depends. It depends how much sun I'm gonna be in. This is definitely not a look that I'll do when I know I'm gonna be in the sun, because it's kind of more on like the heavier side of makeup. Even though I use a little bit of each product, it's still like on the heavier side, if you get what I'm saying. Everybody kind of has like a different meaning of a natural beat. Me personally, I wouldn't call this a natural beat because I feel like I just use too much product. My normal natural beat is probably around 10 to 15 minutes. This took me about 35 to 40. So that just goes to show that it's not a quicker option. But yes, guys, this is my complete makeup tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial because y'all, I've been wanting to sit down and do this for so long. And yeah, guys.
Baby, I love you.